Hey gang, it's Mob Guppy. We're the Guppy. Is the Mob. How are you? Happy Saturday, happy Labor Day weekend. I'm here hanging out with you. We're gonna talk guppies and stuff. So what do you think? You in on some guppy talk? By the way, if you're visiting, please hit a like. We always appreciate that. All right, a couple of notes here, gang. Lots of stuff going on with the guppies. I've been in the thing. The California Reds have been selling to beat the band. In fact, I have my shipment on Monday will be my last shipment of them for a while. Hey, Joe, RCB, Petroman, 1185. How are you? So those will be the last going out for at least a couple of months. I've actually had to move fish around, and I now have 4 tanks set up to breed those. So there you go. What's going on? What are you doing with your weekend? You have anything? Football has returned. Next week the NFL is back. College football will do it for me. I'm watching Michigan and Colorado State. Michigan should be up, actually should be up like 28-0. They're up 13-0 beginning of the second quarter. So there you go. Doug Gray, the man who successfully flies through the Bermuda Triangle regularly. Yeah, that was true. It's true. It's because the aliens, they know their crew. You know what I'm saying? Note I'm wearing red. Yeah, they're bloods. All right. I'm having a zero sugar Powerade. It's good eating. So what's going on in your world, gang? The guppies are doing great. It's I'm on a long weekend. I have a little bit of work to do, but other than that, you go from there. Yeah, my car is skeleton approved. And I can't show it to you because it's in the garage. You see? I'll show you. By the way, I've got like the best neighbors in the world. One of my neighbors did all my trimming around the house for me. He keeps doing that. I'm going, you don't need to. I own a trimmer. He goes, oh, I'm out doing it. And yeah. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, let me show you what's going on with the car. I was like getting texts. And you know how it is. You look at your device and let's go live. Yeah, my neighbor on one side of me has Tesla, and he loves it. On the other side, it's the cops who has a pickup truck. It's getting its glass fixed right now. So there you go. People across the street that lady has a Honda. So there you go. Yeah, you thought my Ukrainian war bride did all my chores? Yeah, it is Trouble in Paradise. In fact, there's going to be a new reality show. Peter's Ukrainian war bride. It's out there to help the Ukrainians any way I can, and I'm willing to take in one of their damsels, or perhaps 2. I've got a king size bed, so there you go. Yep, save the damsels. Let's see what else is going on. I don't know. I've been trying to get these. I have a question. This is a suction cup that comes on one of those hang on the side uh, sponge filters and with the media thing. Well, this thing, it's very hard. Oh, he's playing Graceland again? No, it's not the pen plaques. It's one of the generic ones I got from Hong Kong. And I have a couple of these are it's like getting tough to hold them on. So there you go. There you go all the way around. But if you have any ideas, let me know. mob.guppy@gmail.com. I was looking on Amazon yesterday, and I should go out and look at eBay. I believe I purchased these off of Amazon. So there you go. So as someone suggested, like almost arrogantly telling me, haven't you gone to Home Depot? Haven't you gone to Michael's? Okay, I lowered myself yesterday. I went to Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I was looking around on Amazon, didn't find the right size. I'm gonna have to figure out who I bought these from, see if they have them listed. And so if you get these, gang, if you can get the extra doodads with it, probably not that bad of a deal. So I had Friday off, today, tomorrow, Monday off. 2 weeks in a row with 4-day weekends. It's nice. Yeah, I may have to go to that, Doug. I may have to go to that. I may have to make that switch, which is perfectly fine. Let me see what else is going on in my little world. I don't know, just stuff around the house, fish stuff, feeding the fish, checking it twice, trying to find out who's naughty or nice. Was talking about yesterday, about the dragon guppies, and Doug, you know all about those. How long does it take those males to mature? They have to be 6 to 9 months before they mature up. Yeah, I've already. I wasn't invited to a party on Monday, so I already folded up. The white pants, my white Miami Vice jacket. Already put away for the year. Yeah, and when I ship out fish, and Doug, I know you do the same thing. My white dress shoes, yeah, those are away as well. I won't be wearing those. Yeah. All my white stuff gone. And the deal is every time you wear a white suit and stuff, you have to take it to the dry cleaners. It's crazy how that works. So a couple of notes. As you go through this time of year, summer comes to an end. Not invited to a party. I have no problem with it. I've got a party here. I got a puppy. I've got a bunch of fish tanks. I've got a TV, and I recorded up a bunch of Ancient Aliens if it isn't on TV. So there you go. Yeah, so when I ship out fish, and Doug, I know you do the same thing, is that, you know, I like to hit them up. 70s gem called Frogs. I remember seeing Frogs. It's a good movie. Um, I ship them out about 3 months of age. Number one, especially with my swordtails, um, of the thousands of swordtails I have raised in my fish room, I have only had like one or two males not develop the sword. They are almost 100%. That's like 99.999%. I've raised thousands of them. So when people get swords from me, I send them out. Those males are developing. They're just shy of 3 months usually, but those females are going to give drop after drop after drop, and that's the way I like to do it. Because number one, when people get their fish, especially with guppies. Guppy is a fish that's, if you get 18 months out of a guppy, it's one of the great miracles of life. Generally, it's about, I don't keep a running tab on how long they live, but I guarantee you it is, 12 to 14 months at max. And the sword males, their sword grows out and grows out. It's about, 6-7 months for that sword to really be there. So now I've always said that when I've shipped out the swordtails, hey, these are real young. They're going to develop. They're going to be very beautiful. I only had one person whine about it. Can't win them all. Yeah, sword guppies do tend to live a little longer than the delta types. Yep. And have your females gotten to Doug has some of my swords. Have those females grown out yet? It takes them a long time to grow out, but the females will get the same size as delta females. But it just takes forever for them to get there. But they're dropping babies throughout the process. The other thing about swords, the other little thing about swords is a little helpful hint there, is that they tend to they don't eat their fry like, there are some delta strains that if there's a fry in the open, it's eaten immediately. They pick off fry, but it's not really like you'd think. It is really not. So let's see what else is going on in my little world today. I went to this morning I was out running around junk, doing the shopping, doing all of that. Yeah, good times. Bruiser CB, how you doing? Welcome. I wonder if I added bourbon to this, it would be any good. No. The only bourbon I have in my house is good bourbon. I don't have, I don't have the well drink bourbon. NFL weekend. Are you guys more NFL people or college people? In the Northeast, it generally is more pro football type things. Bruiser, where are you? It's you're in the Southeast and Midwest. Some areas on the West Coast can be very college-like all the way around. If you're in the Northeast, uh, Syracuse basketball, Villanova that's in Pennsylvania, right? I should know where that is. I don't. Pretty good basketball. I could see being interested in that. So I had to turn down. My brother invited me to LA for my birthday, which is coming up at the end of October. It's on a Saturday, and I'm going, well, I can't do it because it's in the middle of my live stream. I didn't see it. I have something at work, and I cannot be traveling. I have something at work that I cannot move off of it. Muppet 929. I had a birthday last year too, Doug. It's insane. So here's what my brother invited me to. At the Hollywood Bowl on October 29th, Danny Elfman of Oingo Boingo live. And people, unless you live on the West Coast, maybe Arizona, Utah, etc., Nevada, you don't realize how big that band was in the 80s and 90s in that area. When Oingo Boingo did their farewell concerts in the 90s, they sold out the Fabulous Forum for like 5 or 6 nights. And the Forum was where the Lakers played at the time. Totally booked, totally sold out. So if Oingo Boingo played anywhere else in the country and under those areas, good luck. There was 200 people there, 500 people. Huge, big West Coast deal. And so Danny Elfman playing at the Hollywood Bowl, that'll be a sellout deal. And it's the deal is as says from Boingo to Batman. He did, of course. Danny Elfman has done so many of the soundtracks for so many great movies. So can't go. I feel like a jerk. I feel like a jerk all the way around. New England Endler, how are you? So that would have been a show I would have loved. I didn't see Oingo Boingo at the peak of their powers, and to see our man Danny Elfman. Do you know who he's married to, by the way? This may blow you away a little bit. The actress Bridget Fonda. And Doug Gray, it looks like there's trouble in paradise. Giselle Bunchkin Brady may be available. Looks like Giselle and our man Tom Brady, there may not be happiness in paradise there. Apparently, she has some Brazilian heat going on. Yeah, a little bit of a temper. Yelling at you in that accent in Portuguese. So there you go. There you go. What do you guys have set up this weekend? Doing anything exciting? and do anything interesting. My life is, other than doing junk around the house, and yeah, it's a heck of a deal. Heck of a deal all the way around. Anthony's Fishy Friends. Oh, pole dancing in the heat. Scotty Aquati in the house. Life's good. Where's our guy Melvin? And Chewy. I know the Pittsburgh it's a big city. A lot of stuff going down. The unofficial mayor of Pittsburgh's got to keep things in order. And Chewy, it's a Canadian thing. Hey, what up, Jim Walsh? Yeah, so this week has just all getting junk done, fish stuff. Oh, he's out on a long weekend date with Avril Lavigne. She doesn't seem like a walk at the beach. Chewy, there you are. Maggie's good. She's taking a little nap in her crate. And I'll take her out for a nice walk when we're done here. Got a lot of rain. I was gonna do some mowing yesterday and today. It's still a little wet out, so we'll do that tomorrow and Monday. So I'm about to do something, and I may do this on Monday. I may walk onto a car lot, and I'm not buying a car, but I have a question. And my question is this, is that my car is 5 years old. No, you didn't mention your eye surgery, Jim. When do you do that? Or have you done it? So I've got to go on. I think my next vehicle, I want to get a plug-in EV, and I want to get the Prius. But before I begin, and I'm not going to do this for maybe a year, but I want to go in and measure it just to see, if I could fit 2 kennels, because at some point Maggie will have puppies and I will keep one. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Fish. Oh, last month preliminary cataract procedure. Fun. Well, at least you'll be able to see clear. Age is getting old is no thing. It's I have a cataract in one of my eyes. Good times. Plant yeah, I don't know, Muppet, but I have a feeling one of our good people here will. What great news, Chewy? Okay. Yeah, that would be always my paranoid thing. They'd have to dope me up pretty good. I'm in favor of being doped up. Sometimes I do it just because I want to, for fun. It's really beautiful here today. It's in the 70s. Really nice. Ah, record number of coho salmon. At Lake Do they fix the dam? And that's nice. Good news. Salmon's delicious. Salmon roe from Coho. Amazing. So my sister took a picture of an aquarium and texted it to me, and she goes, "Is that what your aquariums look like?" I'm going, "Yeah, not so much. They're clean, but they're not. I don't have like decorations and crap. I do have plants. I'm not a big aquascaper, everybody. It's that's sort of my not my deal. By the way, Michigan is up by Colorado State 20-0. 20-0. And by the way, I saw the Appalachian State score. And yeah, it's pretty big. Chewy likes redheads. They're fiery. Fiery. So far this year, 2022, I've dated 2 different women. The second one, I think I'm just going to move on from her. Tends to play concerts topless? I don't even know if the music needs to be good now. I don't know if the music needs to be good whatsoever. I prefer, going to shows and Belladonna. Yeah, sometimes there is music, Jim, and sometimes we go down that road here. It's we especially when our boy Chewy shows up, and you watch their videos on mute. Now that's funny. That is funny. You know what I really like? The band that was with that started with the guy, one of the lead singer from Hanson, and the lead singer from and Adam Schlesinger from Fountains of Wayne, Bunny Carlos on drums, and the guy from Asian guy from Smashing Pumpkins. That was a great band. One album. So there you go. No, I don't play an instrument. I did grow up. I actually was in a couple of bands as a lead singer. And when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I do understand. I have uh, a good working knowledge. My former wife's father was a record producer in the Spanish space, a man named Lazaro Muniz Herrera, and he produced all the biggies of the 70s, 80s, and 90s, basically, of the Latin space. So I've been in studio as albums have been cut several times. I did sing backup on a Spanish album that didn't go anywhere. On a few songs, mainly because only on the ones where the Spanish wasn't too sophisticated. And it'd be a simple Spanish. By the way, did Aramis 1 go up today, the rocket, or did they fail again? And Artemis launched, scrubbed again, leak issue. They're like years behind on that thing. Yeah, no, I have great appreciation for musicians. These people like Prince who can play a dozen different instruments. Dave Grohl can play several. I appreciate that very, very much. Very much all the way around. I the ability to do it, and people don't realize with musicians is that it's very mathematics oriented. You have to be able to count the time. It's it's very mathematical, and I don't think people appreciate that as much. So let's see what else is up with the fish. My fish are it's I've got the baby brine shrimp getting ready. They'll eat those later on today. As soon as we're done, I will go. You can barely make coffee in the Keurig, yet alone play guitar. I'll tell you what, Doug, Keurig, you have to have. There's got to be some eye-hand coordination there. You've got to have some hand-eye coordination to make that work. Making just an old-fashioned pot like I do, yeah, not so much. Just a couple of scoops in, wash things out. Occasionally run some stuff there. Not offhand, but I'll listen to them, Chewy, on my streaming service. And I'll check them out. The thing is also, gang, about picking breeders. It's it's you want to make sure this California Reds strain that I've my happy accident I'm still at the point of just trying to have enough genetic diversity in it that I use a couple of males, and in the breeding population, with about double the amount of females. That's pretty much what I do there, and it works. It works relatively well. It works relatively well, but again, it's just making sure that you have the right setup. And Doug knows more about this than I do. Is going in, and what I end up, by the way, doing with my sword tails is I just, for genetic diversity, I just transfer around some males. Works well. Works well indeed. And you can have enough diversity there to go through. Because I started off with five, or actually six, no, five sword-tailed guppies. And so not a lot of genetic diversity. Hey, there you go, Doug. You can host Chewy. And while you're making the Keurig, yeah, that's good. He'll play the guitar. Freebird. All good. All good all the way around. My I love watching those music mashups. Bill McClintock and what was the name of the other guy who always puts Randy Macho Man Savage in his? Yes, you do, Doug. Get back to making more videos. I was pretty good last week. I'll try to get more done this weekend. I'll try to get more done this weekend all the way around. Love me some I delivered a couple of my overflow guppies on Saturday last weekend to a couple of my LFSs. I have a tank that kind of got screwed up, and yeah, it's all good. So I delivered a bunch of fish. Yeah, what else is up, gang? I don't know. I've been so running around doing all these different things. I've been so wonderfully busy. It's all good. But yeah, the fish thing, as you know, is just a constant effort as we go out and do it. I need something to drink. Hold on. I'll be right. Talk among yourselves. I'll be right back. All right, on my way. All right. No one talks. Alexa, order 2 pizzas. Nectar of the gods, everybody. Mm. My I was trying to think about this the other day. I think the last time I had pizza is probably about 3-4 months ago. And it was because it was at the office. They had a bunch of different types of pizza. So I got one of each type, one piece of each type. It's great. I have in my house, I usually do a stir fry thing and freeze a bunch up. I was going to do that today. I don't think I will. I think that I'll do that tomorrow and be able to go out and enjoy that. By the way, now that we have 10 people here, let me try this again. Sponge filter, hang on your aquarium. Do you know where I can get extras of those? Anybody? All right. That's the last time I asked. And yes, I went to Michael's. I'll tell you what, you walk into Michael's, ladies love that store. The men folk, I walk in there and I go, just crazy. Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. And I'm going to sign into. I have the eBay app. I don't need that. Let's see here. I have a question. I'm wondering, I may have gotten this from eBay. Has anybody sold anything on eBay? I ate fish stuff on eBay lately. Looking through stuff I've purchased in the past, including I went and got a Donald Trump wig and wore it around one day just to laugh. And it was pretty funny. It was very itchy. Very itchy indeed. All right. Let's see here. No, we'll figure this out. We will figure this out. I'll have to figure out where to get those doggone things. You sell food. How about fish? Anybody sell fish on eBay lately? I have in the past, and I have not done so probably since the pandemic began. They also changed a bunch of stuff on eBay, and I haven't sold anything on eBay since. It oh, let me try the aquarium suction cups. They have all these things. Let's see here. Yeah, 9. That ain't it. That's one of the great mysteries of our time. We'll figure this out. Let me see. We'll figure it out. One of the great mysteries of life. Otherwise, I'll just have to convert over to the ones on the bottom. Probably wouldn't be the end of the world. Probably wouldn't be the end of the world at all. Yeah, and by the way, I'll say this about Doug Gray's high protein food. It is part of my daily regiment of what I feed my guppies. It's every day they get a scoop of that. I feed 3 separate things. I feed a baby brine shrimp every day. I do a scoop of the high protein, and my other is I do high protein uh, uh, flake food, and I do that. It works out really, really well. I think you'll like. It's. Uh, I think that you will like it if you haven't tried it before. I think you'll really enjoy it. So there you go. Those electric blue acaras are really nice looking fish. Well, there's something fishy here in Joplin, Mo. In fact, I've got to do a review of them. They just moved into a new location. They moved from Galena, Kansas to Joplin, Missouri. And yeah, it isn't that far of a drive. You can cross the other side to across state lines 10 minutes away. Ah, excellent. Guppies, Rams, Swords, Bettas, Crebenzas. Yep. All good. Nice and delicious. Yeah, gang. There you go. All right. I've got to like blow my nose. I do stuff. We'll see you next week. I may pop in tomorrow or the next day. Thank you guys so much. Adios. Adios, London.